Hello, everybody. Welcome. You're not seeing me because I think you'd prefer to see Dennis Prost's charts and his trade station. But before we begin, I'd be remiss if I did not say that the messages in this video are for informational purposes only. They do not constitute investment advice. While every effort has been made to provide accurate information, we cannot guarantee the complete or timeliness of the info contained in the upcoming video. As I mentioned, this is not advisory or investment advice, but if you're interested, advisory services are offered through PVG Asset Management and Dennis Prost. At the end of this video, I will provide information on how to get a hold of them. I think what we're going to talk about today is the dollar. We're going to look at gold, which are inverse, and we're going to look at oil. I want to introduce Dennis, and Dennis is going to share his charts and see where each of those three he believes are headed. So with that, Dennis.
Thank you, Brian. I'm pulling up the dollar chart. I guess it doesn't want to be pulled up here. Give me a second. Go back to another one. Okay, here is my dollar chart right here. And when we're setting up our charts, we use 4 different items to determine when we should be long a position and when we should be out. And the first indicator that I like to use is the 4-day moving average, which is the white line, and then the 8-day moving average, which is the blue line. And then we also use as a backdrop the 34-day moving average, which is in red. So today we have a number of indicators that I use, as you know, the moving averages, parabolic SARs, which I put in the crosses up here in pink. So you see the parabolic SARs, telling me to get out. And also I use the MACD, and I sped up the speed on the moving averages here to 8 and 17. So on an hourly chart, you see that the 8-day has crossed the 17-day moving average. The parabolic SARs are telling you to get out. The 4 and the 8-day moving average are telling you to get out. So, I'm looking for this particular position, the dollar, to go down a little bit starting tomorrow. That's my thoughts. Okay. Next one we're going to talk about is gold. And I'll bring out the gold chart here. And looking at the 60-minute chart for gold, what do we have here? Gold did correct, and I was telling you yesterday it was time to get out very early. If you're looking at a 60-minute chart, you can count back 6 candles here. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here's the second day, the third day. And if you look here, way back here, about 3 or 4 days ago, it was telling you to get out of this position. You had the parabolic SARs on top, your 4 and your 8-day moving average crossed, and your 34-day moving average crossed. And so did your MACD, as you see here, crossed a long time ago. And believe it or not, gold was down pretty close to about $40 a share today. It's unbelievable. So if you were short gold, you would have made a lot of money.
Right.
So, but I'm looking here, if you move up a little bit on gold and go to a 30-minute chart, you can see your MACD has changed, and now that is positive. Your parabolic SARs is positive. If I was looking this right, I think gold might go up tomorrow, but we don't know for sure.
Maybe a little bit of a relief rally.
Yeah, that could be the relief rally. Even bring it down lower time here. I usually like to look at a 30-minute chart at the end of the day to see what's going to happen for the next day. A pretty good determination on a 30-minute. And if you look at an 8-minute chart, that's another good indicator. Okay. So then we were going to talk about oil. Is that correct?
I believe so. Yes.
Let's look at oil on a 60-minute chart here. Now that looks rather bullish here, doesn't it? So could it be that the dollar goes down, usually because the dollar doesn't like, they don't trade in the same direction as your commodities. So could it be that oil's positive, that gold and oil might go up tomorrow? It could be a bullish day for them. If you look at your 4-day has crossed your 8 and your 34-day moving average, your MACD is crossed, and your Parabolic SARs is bullish. So we're thinking that gold, oil might go up as well tomorrow. It's quite interesting. It might be more prominent on a 30-minute chart as well. Well, you look at that, pretty positive there, Brian.
Right. Yeah. You see the 8 coming over the 4. It's already crossed the 34. So yeah, interesting. That would be a long position for going in tomorrow.
I'm kind of thinking it might be an update tomorrow, but we shall see.
That's right. It's the end of Yom Kippur as well. Let's see, what time is it in Jerusalem? World clock, 12:19 a.m. So it started at 6 p.m. Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Thursday night, 7 p.m. So yeah, they've gone through, and now, like I said, Yom Kippur is over. Let the Jewish buyers come back into the market. So,
but we might push up to 4,500, 4,520, and I'm kind of skeptical next week the market might be bearish. Looking at our stock traders almanac, I use that as a resource. They got a couple of bearish days coming in next week.
Interesting. So you're thinking up 4,500 on the SPX, huh?
Maybe 4,520, don't know. As we said before, there's no guarantees on this stuff.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
It's hard to make predictions.
Yeah, especially in this environment. So okay, well, thank you.
Look at this on your S&P 500. You're looking at a 30-minute chart. We've come back a long way since about 12 o'clock, as you can see here.
Yeah, and I think Tuesday we talked about that. We talked about starting to go long positions the afternoon of Thursday into Friday, and get your longs ready for the opening tomorrow.
So looking at the S&P 500, it looks somewhat bullish here on a 30-minute chart. We can go out a little bit further. Oh, come on. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm looking.
And there's a 30-minute chart. There's nothing on it. And there's your 60. Let's look at NASDAQ here. Take a quick look at that. NQ, there you are. Pretty much should be the same thing. We should be moving up. Isn't that a sweet chart?
Yeah, that is quite bullish.
That's on a 30-minute. We started to turn around right at about 12 o'clock. So if anyone would want help in setting up their charts doing this, with the 4, the 8, and the 34-day moving average, and the MACD, and the Parabolic SAR, I'd be more than happy to help you.
Yeah, definitely. Comment on this video, leave a message. And we can get that to, or if you're looking for any type of fiduciary services from PVG Asset Management, like the video, leave us a comment. We can reach out to you directly. So, all right, well, thank you. Thanks, Dennis.
You're welcome.